I don't know if you guys have heard the news, but the UK has finally banned smoking, and they're doing it in a very strategic way. So anyone born after 2009 will not be allowed to smoke, nor vape. Now, here's the thing. The way they're doing it is very strategic, and I respect it. If you look up the death rate every single year that smokers have within the world, it reaches a number that is somewhere close to 8 million people. And 1.3 million people get secondhand smoke, causing them massive disease, illness, and ailment. I get that. My thing is, although I totally respect what the UK is doing, I totally respect it. You don't get anything from cigarettes. You don't get an enhanced lifestyle. You get nothing from smoking. My thing is, you kind of should be able to do whatever you want, but I do understand that a lot of people don't ask to participate in smoking and still get secondhand smoke every single day. Imagine a bad parent or bad parents that smoke in the car with their 3-year-old daughter. That should be illegal. That child did not decide to start smoking cigarettes. That child didn't get hooked on something that big tobacco makes you addicted to. That's not cool. I just don't know how far this is going to go because you should kind of be able to do anything you'd like, right? As long as it doesn't harm someone else, you should be able to do whatever you want. But this had to end, guys. This is something, I'm libertarian. I'm a full blown libertarian. I think you should be able to do anything you'd like to do. I don't care what it is, anything. Like anything. Do whatever you want. Alter your mind however you want. Alter your body however you want. I don't care. But the smoke, and that sounded bad. Maybe not. I don't care if other people do it. How about that? I'm not a retard, but if you want to do something to your body, then go ahead and do it. My thing is, smoking is terrible, and big tobacco got us all addicted to this crap. Or not me, but got a wide array of people addicted to this bullshit. And now they're finally putting an end to it. And I think they're doing it in the best way possible. One thing you couldn't do would say, tomorrow, smoking is banned for everyone. It's like, I've been smoking for 40 years. What do you mean it's banned tomorrow? It would go on the black market. It's impossible for these people to quit. It's very, very difficult to quit, so I hear. And it wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. But if you don't introduce people to it to begin with, then you don't have an issue, right? If you never smoke, then you won't be addicted to cigarettes. It's out of sight and out of mind. And I think this is a long time coming too, guys, because this should have never happened. How greedy are our politicians in America and in the UK and around the world to allow big pharma and big tobacco and these other massive conglomerate monopolized companies, can't even speak today, to just swindle the American public and to really addict us to some bullshit. If you're going to take it that far, I think that you might as well just ban everything else. What about alcohol? When has anyone ever made a good decision on alcohol unless you were drunk out of your mind and went down to the Piggly Wiggly to get another case of beer and purchased a lottery ticket? Like, that's probably the only thing I can think of. Maybe it gives you the courage to speak to someone that later became your future wife or husband. But none of these things are good. But just because you can do them doesn't mean you should. And you have to make that decision for yourself. I don't know how I feel about a government making that decision. Although I must say that when I think about my example of the child being in the back seat of a car with smokers, they didn't get to choose either. So I'm torn. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about this? I think it's a good thing, and usually I'm totally against things like this, but when it comes to tobacco, there's no benefit. There's absolutely no benefit. It is just a hindrance on human existence, and if it went away tomorrow, the world would be a much better place. It wouldn't impact us negatively. And for you smokers out there that say, yeah, it relieves my anxiety, guys, do something else. Don't kill yourself. Do something else. Even if you don't care now, when you're knocking on heaven's door and you are in your 70s or 80s or 90s, I guarantee you, you will have probably wished that you didn't smoke. When you get terrible news at the doctor's office, you would say, wow, oh, if only I could go back. If only I could go back. But you can't go back. And furthermore, I wonder if this could ever happen in America because I'm from the States, America, and I don't see this happening. And it's because our politicians are bought off by big tobacco, like, and sugar and all kinds of other shit that they cram down our throats. It's dismal and it's shameful. But I think you should have the right to smoke. Just don't fuck anyone else's health up while you do it. Like, go over there and smoke. Whenever people light up a cigarette next to me these days in 2026, I look at them like they're a fucking Neanderthal, like you're a caveman. Like, what are you doing? Like, get that away from me. I went to a concert last weekend. I saw Wiz Khalifa, which, by the way, there's a lot of other things being smoked there. I don't do any of those things, but yeah, cigarettes were the least of your worry at a Wiz Khalifa concert. But anyways, someone right in front of me lit up a cigarette. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what are you doing? I don't want to smell like smoke. I don't want to breathe that shit. Like, I didn't sign up for this. It was outdoors, but it was packed, you know, it was packed. It was a concert setting, and I didn't appreciate that. So let me know what you guys think down below, actually. I'm curious to see what you guys think because, like I said, I'm torn. I don't respect cigarettes at all. I think they should be banned, probably. And even if they're not banned, I wouldn't recommend anyone continue or start, God forbid, smoking tobacco. That's terrible. But should it be banned? Should the government make that decision for you? That is the question. Let me know down below in the comments. And thank you very much for subscribing and for watching.